After framing the problem and understanding the problem statement, we can then analyze the root cause of the problem. Now, while it was originally assumed that it was a broken water main, it was actually discovered later that it was a broken water line in the air conditioning unit itself that was causing the flooding. So, to analyze the root cause, we can use the 5 why method. First, why does the problem exist? Well, the first problem is evacuating the students. Why? Because of the flooding of the entire dormitory causing unsafe and unhealthy conditions. Next, the problem is to call up CE, civil engineering. Why? So that they can actually come out and turn the water off because they don't like us touching the building at all. Then we need to have the AC fixed. Why? So that we can get the students back into a comfortable living environment that will help them get the much needed rest they need before returning to class. But before we do that, we have one final problem, and that is the cleanup. Why? Well, back like what I said before, the unsafe, unhealthy living conditions, we need to clean all that up before we get the students back in. Now, these are going to be newly developed solutions, and why it's going to be operable is by first evacuating the students, we can get CE in swiftly to fix the AC unit and have them clean everything up so we can get the students back into the dorms as quickly as possible so it doesn't hinder the mission. Now, we will be postured for favorable returns in the long term because by doing this, we'll be able to not hinder the mission or affect it in any way at all. However, for the long term, the effectiveness of the mission will not be conducive because we are just masking a problem. The root cause of this was an old AC unit in a very old building that should have been condemned years ago. So, by just fixing the AC and moving the students back into the dormitory, we are effectively just masking the problem, in which case the old AC unit will break again. So, in the long term, we need to move the students into a new building. Before we do that, we need to solve this current problem. And by doing that, we can go with the priority list by using the decision analysis matrix tool.